knock on wood. Live in 5, 4, 3. Okie dokie, boomer.
Okie dokie, boomer.
What's going on, Shanda?
Happy Saturday night.
Ah, yes, it is. It is. Can we get the sound check out of the way since we're running a couple
Yes.
minutes behind? Testing 1 2 1 2 1 2 3. Hi, everybody. You want to do some shout outs there and I'll follow
Mic
up?
check. Can you hear us?
Yeah, shout out, and I'm going to listen.
Okay. I'm hearing some fuzz, but hopefully it's just me.
It's just you.
Okay. It's just me. Hey, Steve Cutler. I agree. I have a problem with Discord. Barbara Bartleson. I see you. Welcome back. Holly Horn. Free Thinker 59. Welcome to the stream. Jelly. Oh, I was so devastated about that Post America video. Thanks for sending it to me. Who else do we got over here? Bass Adams, thank you for joining us. Excited about what we're working on. Chris Foster. I see you, Chris Foster. Good evening. Jagar. Vermont Braid Smith. Welcome, welcome. And let's see, who's over on the rock fan? Chris Foster. Anthony, welcome. Fred Edwards, welcome. Beauty and the Boomer, yay. Got a good show lined up.
Yeah, I think we do. I think the sound's okay.
Okay.
It sounds pretty clear to me. If you want to pull out and give it a listen, you can, Shanda. But yeah, we've got. Hi, Fred Edward. Hi, Fred Edwards. There is some sound. Fred Edwards says, "Hello, Jim. What's going on, Jim?"
Okay.
Anyway, I think we got that. It's good enough. Unless it gets horrible, guys, you can say, "Hey, fix the sound." Shithead.
Sounds fine on YouTube is what I'm hearing.
Yeah,
so.
it's looking pretty good. Tonight is a momentous occasion because we have several things. Sounds big, Oz. I wish I was big. Nice balance to me. Okay, thank you, Steve. Appreciate that musical ear of yours, Holly
Well,
Horn.
I got a new beautiful mic here, so
Yeah, yeah. We're testing Shanda's new mic. If it is not good enough, we will get another one for her because we are upgrading. We have a little bit of
upgrading.
news tonight. Let's start off with the Beauty and the Boomer YouTube channel, exclusive Beauty and the Boomer. The reason why we're doing that, and I'm dropping it in the Roar Media and the Rockfin right now, is that we thought we might need a backup. Plus, we wanted to have a place to do some exclusive Beauty and the Boomer stuff. What do you guys think? Good idea? Bad idea? What do you think? What do you think? What do you think? Shanda, what's your feeling?
Yeah. Yeah, so we've started Beauty and the Boomer YouTube, which of course is got no monetization, no followers, anything like that. But with as much censorship that's going on, and channels just being ripped down. We saw Jason Burmes's just disappear for a week. Jamie Deluxe. We just want a couple of backups. I feel like at least we'll have multiple places, and we've already always kind of ran that way because we have the Natural Progressive channel. But yeah, I think it's smart to do.
Okay, cool. We're gonna try it anyway. And believe me, it's not to transition from Roar Media. That is not what
No,
we're
no,
doing here.
hell no.
I know sometimes people do that when they're we did that with Uphill. We needed to transition. But no, that's not what we're doing. We're just gonna try something new and different.
Oh no.
I am kind of excited. Can we talk about our TV thing?
Yeah, go ahead. You're the one. You know more about it than I do at this point. I've had a rough week.
Shanda sounds a little muffled. I will fix that, Barbara. I let me kick her up a bit. Shanda, I turned you up a little bit, and hopefully that
Okay.
helps. Yeah, we're going into TV, guys.
Now my audio's fuzzy.
Yeah, we have we signed with MSNBC, right, Shanda?
Yeah, yeah. We
No,
wanted CNN, but we settled.
yeah. Is it fuzzy now? It's fuzzy now. Okay. Let me fix that a little bit. Is that better?
Check,
We're gonna be
check.
tweaking with this a little bit. Tiny bit muffled, not too bad. God,
Everybody's got a different take of it. I think
yeah,
it's everybody's speakers.
yeah. Anyway, yeah, we're going into local community television. So they saw our show
Yeah.
and they liked it, and the person I talked to is a very nice person, and hopefully, if all goes well, we'll be doing that too. And it's based out of Olympia, Washington. I can't say anything specific yet, but yeah, we're venturing into a little bit of community television, so we're excited about doing that. Um, and that's just great news. Also, we've upped our tech game a little bit. We're still futzing with the sound, but it's getting better, and we'll just see how it goes tonight. What else we got? We got a big show tonight, don't we, Shannon?
How am I logged in as you?
I,
Okay, well, I just dropped our new Linktree link into the chat. It came up as Hotslip Fave. Apparently, I need to switch users. But you can get to every way to contact us on that Linktree. The Beauty and the Boomer store, beautyandtheboomer.com, will take you straight to the Beauty and the Boomer store. And you can go to our merch store that way. You can go to our Patreons and our donation links, our monetization links, and you can also get to show links too. If you just click on the bottom, there's little icons for Facebook and stuff. You can reach us too. So be sure to check out our link tree and be sure to go check out the merch store. Oh my gosh, I've had so much fun working on the merch store. And I've ordered stuff, so I'm excited to get it here and see what it actually looks like once it's printed out. But one of you guys got in there and was our first sale. Raise your hand if it was you. I'd
yeah,
love to know who ordered a bunch of cups. Thank you guys. Thank you so much.
yeah. Hey, Lightning Rod, Vermont Brett Smith, Shayar. Good evening. Yeah, Shanda's sound is a little bit muffly. I'm going to be
Yeah.
playing with it through the show when I have time. But right now, let's dive into the show before I talk everybody to death and they go
Yeah, we
away.
got a big show.
We got a big show. So, Fox News isn't even pretending to be a news network anymore. It's time for consumers to force cable providers and advertisers to drop the network. How do you feel about that, Chanda?
Why
Whatever.
pretend? I mean, the Republicans are always just straight up in your face, right?
Yeah, I know, but this is why I'm wearing my fuck censorship T-shirt
That's right.
tonight. I think that censorship, and no matter how you feel about individuals and networks, I still think it's horrible to do that, because if they come for your neighbor and they, and then
Yep.
nobody says anything, and they're going to be coming for you, I guarantee it. Um, if you,
They are.
yeah,
They're starting to come for him now.
yeah, they are. They're censoring the shit out of it, and we got a couple of stories about people who got censored that I think it's bullshit that they got censored this week. So we will check into that. But I know it's Fox, but still, um, I don't think anybody should be censored unless it's breaking the law. That's what laws are in
Right.
place for. So,
Right.
yes, my hat. Yeah, my hat. What did you say it was? It was what? Not.
I called him Oz Nugent. He looks like he's out big game hunting or something.
Oh, I'd never shoot Bambi, but yeah, this looks like something that Ted Nugget would wear.
Yeah.
Uh, yeah, no,
Totally
it's
Ted
it's
Nugget.
desert camo with kind of a brown sandy hair. It's really nice. So,
Do Duck Dynasty have teeth? Yeah, exactly. That's funny.
yeah, Duck Dynasty with teeth. So anyway, Shanda went to Walmart yesterday, and they have a new customer service program. I know a lot of you have already seen this, but it's kind of scary.
Damn.
Damn, boy.
Laid him out.
Yeah, I laid him out. I hope the guy's okay, but he's being a dick. So
Well, Walmart's gonna pay that he worked for
Oh
him,
yeah,
right?
they're gonna sue the shit out of Walmart for that
Oh.
one. So,
Oh, yeah.
I don't know. I just it's.
I'll tell you what, when I was walking into Walmart yesterday, I said, I understand why the elites want us mouth breathers and useless eaters gone when I go to Walmart.
Yeah.
I understand where they're coming from.
Yeah, I shop at I shop at Walmart. It's one of the only games in town,
Oh,
and
God.
it's.
Yeah.
I know. I feel I'm a hypocrite shopping at Walmart. I'm a hypocrite shopping on Amazon. I'm a hypocrite. I'm a hypocrite. I'm a hypocrite.
No, it doesn't matter where you go to shop. You're a hypocrite.
You're screwed. So yeah, I do what I got to do. Anyway, what do we have here? Oh. I'm not going to get into this too much, but media scrambles to save face after massive fail on COVID origins reporting. I said COVID. What?
I got a bunch of stuff in the deck for that later on.
Yeah.
Fauci. I make a little bit of fun of Fauci.
Did he figure out where it came from? What was he said, the last I saw, he said it came from the Batcave. I don't know what the hell he did. He said it came from the Batcave in 2012 or something. I don't know.
Can we cancel him?
I don't know. Jesus, it's every week it's something else. But anyway, so we're going to lead off with the Grimm report. This is. We just previewed this again because I'd forgot what it was about. It was Glenn Greenwald. And what did you say this was? Why was he on the New Rising?
Oh, this was straight up Ryan Grimm freaking playing a "you owe me a favor" card and calling Glenn Greenwald in to interview the first week that he's on Rising, right?
Oh yeah, this is good.
All this was.
Yeah, and I believe that's the case. I mean, the content's not horrible and there's some good points, but this is a favor.
Yeah, it's interesting. I did a lot of reporting on the anthrax case and the FBI's repeatedly failed attempt to prove that they had discovered the person who was responsible for the 2001 anthrax attacks, which played a really big role in American political life. And what they ultimately claimed was that a scientist at Fort Detrick was responsible for those attacks. And as you might remember, the anthrax that was sent was extremely weaponized anthrax. It wasn't normal, naturally occurring anthrax. It had been weaponized. And what I learned at doing that reporting was that both the US and China and other countries do lots of research where they create deadly viruses in labs. And the claim is we don't do it offensively in order to make weapons. We do it defensively. We have to create these in a lab to study how to vaccinate ourselves against them, to protect against them. But in doing so, they're actually creating dangerous viruses. So the question of whether this novel coronavirus was created in the lab, maybe for totally legitimate reasons, which is to do the kind of defensive research most major countries do, was something that Fauci, in discussions with his colleagues, was acknowledging was a very real possibility, and yet privately he was telling tech monopolies and pretty much everybody else who would listen that the evidence was conclusive that that it instead was zoonotic, that it had jumped from an animal species like a bat or a pangolin to humanity. And I think there's obviously a concern when any government official misleads the public, even if for good reasons. But the more important question that we have as journalists is what kind of research is being done in these labs, whether in China or the US or in joint research programs, and what are the risks to humanity from the research?
Exactly. I got to toot my own horn a little bit on this. Pasta and I were having a conversation the other night, and we were talking about Fort Detrick and the things that have supposedly gone on or came out of there. You know, there's a lot of talk about Lyme disease and where it originated from and how it was I can't say released, but how it engulfed the population on the East Coast, right? That there's a lot of talk behind how that happened. And I brought this up. I brought up the anthrax that came out of there. That really, I mean, if you were involved in politics back then, it made a huge fucking difference that Tom Daschle was getting a envelope full of fucking anthrax. Remember? I mean, I do. And we don't talk about the fact that, yeah, they figured out it was a disgruntled scientist and they just kind of swept it under the rug. The media did, you know, for as much as they aired the, you know, it happening, they sure in the hell didn't report on what actually had happened.
No, which is the case these days because they are told what they can report on and what they can't report on. Believe it or not, folks, you guys all know it. I'm preaching to the choir. The part 2 of this, and I will spare you a rising clip.
Oh yeah, and I got to agree, you guys. I unsubbed from the Hell Tone. I will not watch. I won't click on a Ryan Click.
Well, I'm just doing some reconnaissance after the place is getting burned down.
Right.
They lost what 20,000 subs this week.
Good. They deserve to after what they did. And when you hear what they did behind the scenes to Crystal and Sagar, it's just like, fuck them.
Yeah, our friends over at KDTR were kind of magnanimous about it. They were talking about how they thought that the upcoming video was for clicks, but I digress. I will get into that when we get there. Now, and yes, I agree, Steve. Fauci is literally a career liar, and he should not be backed up by Greenwald. I agree. I don't know what the hell's going on, but this is why we don't put absolute faith in any of these people anymore, because we've been stabbed in the back how many times, Shanda?
Science is bought out too. Yeah. Science is just like any other institution in this country. It is corporately owned.
It's corporately owned. Mr. Grimm, he asked the loaded question of Glenn Greenwald about the battle between the Intercept and himself. This is kind of fun, but Glenn makes some good points here, and I tend to agree.
And social media companies to ban any discussion of that question as well, and that's the part that I continue to find most disturbing.
Right, and Glenn, while I've got you here, I've seen you're in the news again. You're trending again, and another fight with the Intercept. How long do you think this is going to go on? Is this the new kind of Mideast crisis, or do you think there's some peace or truce in the future here?
You got to get Jared Kushner into the negotiation.
Yes, that's right.
Republican joke.
Yeah, you know, I was so happy because I had a 3-week vacation from trending on Twitter, and it was sadly disrupted by this Daily Beast article. You know, I think we've all had that experience before where you fight with somebody on social media and it's impossible to get out of because it's so toxic, but then you sit down with them as human beings and then suddenly you realize that the person that you're fighting with is not this digitalized, pixelated monster. But when you confine yourself to social media, it's very hard to get out of that fight. It's harder, even more so, when you're trading insults through the media because you can't control when things get said, how they get said. You know, I think both the Intercept and I are well advised at this point to realize that we both have better things to be doing than hurling insults at one another. It would probably be a relief to our audience as well if we were talking about other things besides one another. So hopefully this media cycle can end. I hope it ends, and then we can all move on to do other things.
True wisdom is all.
Yeah, true wisdom.
Let's hear what Ryan has to say. Click Ryan's face.
Yeah, I was going to say, Ryan did a follow-up here, so let's see what he's got to say. Yeah, he's right. I agree. I agree.
Yeah, what he said.
Yeah. Anyway, yeah, we take shots at everybody. We take no prisoners, and we love our chats and our followers. We appreciate you guys. It's Saturday night. And get a life, guys. You should be out having fun right now instead of watching us, right, Shanda?
Yeah, come on. The country's back open.
Yeah, it's back open. Get out there, swim. Swim. Thanks everybody for jumping over. Thanks Cirrus and Steve for jumping over to the new Beauty and the Boomer website, YouTube channel. If you guys can just duck in there, I'll log in and get you a wrench, just whatever, just so we have a backup if you're inclined to. Yeah, thanks so much.
Bloody wrenches.
The wrenches. This is Kyle Kalinske. And is this where he's talking about Rising?
I don't know, because I brought a clip, but I think they were the same, so I ditched this one. But mine, I don't know.
Let's check it out. Let's pull the lever and see what Kyle's got to say.
Lever.
Anything to do with ideologically they bend the knee to the parliamentarian because they're rule followers or whatever. No, the fact of the matter is Democratic leadership doesn't want to do a lot of the things that they're pretending to want to do right now.
Oh, yeah.
There's a lot of things that Biden is virtue signaling about that he has the authority to put pressure on Manchin and Sinema and whoever else is in his way and sort of force them to get to 51 votes to pass an infrastructure package, to pass tax cuts on the wealthy, at least to put some amount of obvious effort into it. He's not putting any effort into it. Not only is he not putting any effort into it, he's trying to get it through regular order, which is 60 votes, which he's not going to get if he fucking comes up with the cure for cancer. Republicans will still tell him to go fuck himself, and they're not going to let that through regular order. So, really what he's doing is pretending to be in favor of all these things, not fighting for them, and then they'll turn around and say, oh gosh, golly, we couldn't do it because of the big bad Republicans. They don't want to be bipartisan, and we love bipartisanship. And we also can't do it because of the Senate parliamentarians. See, the Senate parliamentarian said the thing that we're not allowed to do it, and we have to defer to the wisdom of the parliamentarian. It's a low-level paid staffer. You're asking their advisory opinion. If you want, you could say, thanks for the input. We're not following it at all. You could fire them. Again, listen to this headline. Listen to how they make it sound. They make it sound like the unelected parliamentarian gets the last say. Quote, Senate parliamentarian issues bombshell ruling that Democrats only get one more chance to sidestep GOP this year. If you don't follow politics closely and you read that, you're going to think, oh, it's not the Democrats' fault, it's the parliamentarian's fault. That's nonsense. They could override the parliamentarian. They could fire the parliamentarian. This is nonsense. This is nonsense. So they're looking for every excuse in the book. Oh, we can't do it because the Republicans aren't being bipartisan. Oh, we can't do it because of Manchin and Sinema. Oh, we can't do it because of the parliamentarian. So in other words, they're going to do dick, like I already told you, from now all the way until August, and then they're going to hope to do well in the midterms. Are you fucking kidding me? You have to put in more effort. You have to materially fight for people. Those $1,400 checks gave Biden a nice approval ratings bump. It's only going to last so long. Everybody in the country is going to say, what have you done for me lately? So do it at your own risk. But this is just more excuses that ultimately are substanceless. And it's just allowing Democrats to not do anything as they pretend like they're actually fighting to do something.
How long have we been saying that?
I love when he does his sniveling centrist voice.
Oh, yeah, it's good. Again, Kyle's Kyle, whatever. I'm still pissed off at him and Crystal for doing that fucking Vosh video. That was ridiculous.
Yeah, Vosh needs canceled.
Yeah, that I will say, not censored, just canceled.
Yeah, no.
Whatever.
When he was pushing for a legal age of consent at 13, I'm like, nope.
Was that for Kitty P? That's what he wanted to do, right?
I don't even remember, but it was disgusting.
Guys twisted. Anyway, yeah. Thanks, Jilly. Thanks, Anthony. Thank you, Chris Foster. We're wrenching up. Nice. Unlike other programs who don't give out wrenches because they want to, I like to have all blue people in my.
Yeah, we give wrenches to everybody.
We give wrenches to everybody. That's our fams. Why
and then
not?
We watch them battle it out.
Yeah. I love it. We've seen some throwdowns between wrenches that have been a lot of fun.
I have seen some throwdowns.
Have you seen any throwdowns between wrenches, Jelly?
She don't know nothing about that.
She don't know nothing about that. Did I bring this? I think I brought this. So we blamed it all on the parliamentarian.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that's excuses are like what, Shanda? Oh, you can't say that. You're a
Oh
lady.
yeah,
I,
we can't say that.
I think Tucker Carlson has it right though.
This is Sparta!
Yeah, that's what you would think the Republicans are doing by the way the Dems are reacting.
Oh my God, the Dems are the jellyfish against the Spartans. That's really going to end well. Oh my God. Anyway, let's move on from Tucker the Spartan. You know, he used to wear bow ties all the time back.
I
in the
know.
day.
I miss his bow ties.
Yeah, I do too. And I lost my bow ties. I got to find them. I like bow ties. What do we have here? I can't read it. Can you read it?
It says on June 5th, 1989, a day after the Tiananmen Square massacre, a man laid face down in front of a squadron of tanks, created what became one of history's most iconic photographs. To this day, no one knows who he was or what happened to him.
So they ran him over?
Didn't they?
I don't know.
No, I don't think they did. No, they didn't. They didn't.
Good.
He just shut him down, I think.
Well,
right?
that's nice because over in Israel back in 2000 and nothing, they ran over Rachel Corrie with a bulldozer. She was trying to protect a Palestinian home. So yeah, I'm never going to forgive them for that. And they put it to sleep. Really. We have Joseph Gordon-Levitt. You brought this.
On today's date, on June 5th, back in 1985, Ferris Bueller took the day off.
Oh, did he? He had a great day. That is such a cult classic. I see Comrade Pasta likes that too there.
Yeah,
He's
he
just
did.
dancing up and down. Speaking of Comrade Pasta, where is Comrade Pasta tonight?
Pasta is in North Georgia. And of course, Fiorella Isabel is in Peru.
Oh, yeah. She had a hell of a report today. So if you guys get a chance, run over to the Convo Couch. You'll see an actual reporter on site reporting on what's happening and circumventing the bullshit that the mass media is trying to shove. So Convo
Did
Couch.
You see
yeah.
what she had to go through to travel there?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Oh, my gosh.
It's hell. It's hell.
Yeah.
And her and Johnny did a fantastic job today. I really commend them. Check it out. Convo Couch, sister and brothers over there. And Pasta, he's going to be bringing some goodies back from the Georgia election, right?
Yes. Yes. And more than that, too. He's doing all kinds of interviews for multiple shows.
I can't wait. I ran across this. I hope it's not too offensive to the shit libs in Washington State. But yeah, I thought.
She's got her laptop.
She's got her laptops. Oh my God. Who is that? Is that a Doberman Chink and a is that a Jack Russell Anna or what the hell is that?
And she's a terrier, isn't she?
She's a terrier. Has to be a terrier. And I would have put Chink on a wiener dog myself.
I know, right?
If I done that. Sorry, guys. It's all in fun. We're a big satire group here. We're trying to improve our quality. So,
yeah, maybe.
Yeah, I also brought this one. I agree. Fuck capitalism, because if you can work hard, you can work harder. No one ever became successful working only 60 hours a week. That's pretty much it, isn't it? It's pretty horrible. So capitalism isn't the way to go. We're moving right along tonight. I haven't had any coffee. I did have some dandelion tea, and I want to thank Anna and Kate for trying out Joey's coffee.
Oh, it's so good. It's so good.
It is so good. Shanda got a fresh batch this week.
I did.
And
thank you. Thank Joey for me. I love it so much. I savor it. Like, okay, I'm going to drink a pot of crap coffee today, and that way tomorrow I can drink a pot of good coffee.
Yeah, it's like if you don't experience the pain, you don't experience the pleasure with the coffee. So again, if you get some Joey's coffee, make sure you run it through twice. We use a siphon, but if you have a little tiny coffee pod, Mr. Coffee, whatever, and that's what you use, run the grains through twice, because you get a pretty good cup the second time around too.
Yeah.
And it's very important. The water is very important. Don't use shitty water. Use good water that doesn't have a lot of chlorine in it. But that's great. And when you get the Joey's coffee, rip the top off and just smell that aroma. It's just lovely.
Oh, I know. That's my favorite thing to do.
I'm biased. All right,
I
it's
want some
time.
cocoa plants too, Julie. Yeah, I just watched how to cure cocoa, and I'm excited. I want to try it now.
Yeah, well, Joey would be all over that. When you figure it out, let her know. She would love to do that sort of stuff.
It's just like coffee. You literally open that pot up, and you get the fruit, which is the beans, out, and then you ferment them for like a week, and then you roast them,
Yeah.
and then you grind them, and there you go.
Absolutely. That's the way to go. And Joey's been making dandelion tea. Let's go out of style. Spring dandelions are the best. We do not use any pesticides on the property. So it's great stuff. It's great tea. You can use, one bag will last for like 4 cups. So and it's healthy. Dandelion tea, you can eat it. We make dog food out of the leaves. They love it. Healthy, magnesium, all that good stuff. It is time. It is time for our brother Steve Cutler. Steve,
Yay.
I absolutely love this song. It is fantastic. And if you could tell everybody in the chat the name of the song, I don't think I got it in there today. But this is our very own Steve Cutler live. Beautiful song. Thank you, brother.
I led out from Reno, I was trailed by 20 hounds. Didn't get to sleep last night till the morning came around. Set out running, but it take my time. A friend of a devil is a friend of mine. If I get home before daylight, just might get some sleep tonight. Ran down to the levee, baby, and the devil, he caught me there. Spent the night in Utah in a cave up in the hills. Set out running, but it take my time. A friend of a devil is a friend of mine. If I get home before daylight, just might get some sleep tonight. Well, I got a wife and she no baby and a 1-inch Cherokee. First one says she got my child, but it don't look like me. Set out running, but it take my time. A friend of a devil is a friend of mine. If I get home before daylight, just might get some sleep tonight. Well, I got 2 reasons why I cry and away each lonely night. The first one's named Sweet Anne Marie, and she's my heart's delight. Second one is Prison Baby, and the sheriff's on my trail. And if he catches up with me, you know I spend my life in jail. Ran back to the levee, baby, and the devil, he caught me there. Took my $20 bill and he vanished in the air. Set out running, but it take my time. Friend of a devil is a friend of mine. If I get home before daylight, just might get some sleep tonight. Well, you can borrow from a devil, you can borrow from a friend. The devil will give you 20 when your friend's got only 10. Set out running, but it take my time. Friend of a devil is a friend of mine. If I get home before daylight, just might get some sleep tonight.
Wow. Thank you, Steve. That was great.
I love it. That's my smoking intermission.
Yeah, it is a smoking intermission. Yeah, and Steve, yeah, your sound's getting better all the time, brother. And we need to do a live recording session in studio here so we can even get it even better. But that was great. Thank you so much, Steve, for letting us do your stuff. We're on to some more just lovely news out of the Middle East. Actually, it starts here. Bipartisan House Group. Yeah, your tax dollars are destined for failure. Bipartisan House Group expresses support for a supplemental aid to Israel. Israeli Defense Minister Benny Gantz is expected to request $1 billion to replenish the upgrade on the Iron Dome system in a meeting with the Secretary of Defense Lloyd Austin. I gotta tell you, Shanda, that really pisses the living shit out of me.
Oh yeah, yeah. Let's rebuild their Iron Dome for them.
You know, I mean, here we have some whoever, Palestinians, whatever, are throwing bottle rockets at them. Rocks and everything, and it makes me wonder what the hell this is going on, what this was all about in the first place, and the blood that was spilled to do this. I have a tweet down there. You can't see it. Michael Area. Israel isn't even officially asking for an extra billion yet. 45 lawmakers have already sent Biden administration a letter calling them to approve the request. Many Dems among the signatures. That is total bullshit.
Yeah, it is total bullshit.
Total bullshit. I mean, it's bad enough that our very own Senator Maria Cantwell just subsidized Jeff Bezos $10 million so he could buy MGM. At least that's how I'm interpreting it, because
that's why I see it.
He bought MGM for $9 billion. Okay. And so they approved for his, what was it? Research and development for a lunar lander or something. Because he didn't get the contract, because cousin Musk got it. I believe that's the case. But Maria Cantwell, being from Washington State's got to take care of her supporters, and that would be Jeff Bezos. And I'm still waiting to hear from her why she thinks that's a good idea. What do you think she's going to say, Shanda?
Well, her constituents are supporting what she's fighting for, is what she'll tell you.
Oh, is it going to be jobs at Amazon? Is that what she's going to say?
Right.
Yeah, well, it has nothing to do with that. And this is a federal thing, so it's pork out of your pocket and mine that we don't have to start with. And how much is that going to subsidize other ventures? I mean, this is the robber baron class in action.
Oh, yeah.
And it's absolutely ridiculous. So if you
can't have Medicare for all.
Yeah, and like I said, we're coming to you from Olympia, Washington, the state capital. And I hope those in Washington State really think about this hard. Your senator is basically lobbying the Senate to give Jeff Bezos and Amazon $10 billion of taxpayer money. And I would check that out, follow that story.
Yeah. Pat the Batman says she's trying to buy a seat to escape on a rocket.
Yeah, I think so. But it's not going to do her any good. But whether she thinks so or not. Now, I wanted to bring to you what some of this Israeli policy is going to do as far as giving them more money. Now, this was from earlier today, I believe. Did you see this story, Shanda?
I didn't. I've been so busy, and I want to thank you for all the work you did on the deck. Oz wrote most of this show tonight, so thank you so much for your help today.
Well, I appreciate helping you. It's not quite as good as what you produced for us, but I gave it my best shot because you've been working your ass off. This one is from Rania Kalik, friend of the show, whether she knows it or not, because we really love Rania. Israeli police assaulting a journalist on camera. Are you proud of what you're funding? Secretary Blinken and the President of the United States. That's what that says. But I was not surprised by this, and this is not new. But this is so in your face, it made me sick to my stomach. This is an Al Jazeera 20-year veteran journalist.
So with the number of different angles of this incident that we've seen coming in, we've found one which shows
loud.
as much of the incident as possible. I'm going to play it for you in full with full sound.
Just stop! Don't touch! Don't touch! Don't touch! Don't touch! I will not leave! Don't touch! Don't touch!
يلا 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 اخوها اخوها
What are you doing? No! You don't have the permission! My hand! Give me! Don't touch! Don't touch! Don't touch! Don't touch! Enough! Enough!
Right. So you saw it for yourself there. Let's play it again. This is a journalist, our journalist. Is that a woman who is harassing Israeli security forces or who is being harassed by them? You can hear her shouting, "Don't touch. Don't touch." And then I think this moment is telling. Someone's putting their hand over the camera because they don't want us to see this. But it is clear as day, high definition pictures, no grainy mobile phone picture here. This is a journalist being assaulted by the forces of the Israeli government.
Freedom of the press, right? In a state that we do everything for, that we support blindly.
Freedom of the press. That was abuse. That was assault.
Yeah.
You know, this is an adult. Okay, this is a journalist, and all these stormtroopers there, and she's a real threat from what I can tell, right?
Wasn't doing anything.
She was doing her job. I have to tell everybody that's watching, they arrested a 9-year-old boy, a Palestinian boy, last week, and I didn't have the heart to bring that because it would just...
Yeah, it was heart-wrenching. I saw it.
I couldn't do it. I couldn't watch it. But you're funding this shit. Until you call Cantwell and Murray and all your state representatives in Washington
Stop
State.
fucking voting for them.
Stop
fucking
sending
voting for Dems.
These assholes to Congress. And vote for the person who is going to represent you. I'm not advocating for one party or the other. I'm advocating for the representation that we should all be having. And we are not getting it. They have all sold out to the corporate lobby. History proves it. Look at their donors. Look who they're taking care of. Jeff Bezos, Maria Cantwell. Maria Cantwell has been dead set against universal health care for decades. Same with Rick Larson, all the rest of them. I digress. That was just so frustrating to even watch. Shanda, you made this.
Yeah, I need to put a after dark on this one. Who needs their pussy ate? Oh my God, me. It's 2 FBI agents, one on one side of the country and one on the other.
Oh my God, this is terrible. That's terrible.
Funny.
Oh, awful. And who is this? Oz?
I couldn't resist. I had to. Yes.
Okay, and this is it's gonna happen. Watch.
I must break you.
I love the hair. The hair's great.
Perfect hair for you.
I never quite had that kind of a body. I was close, but that was back in my youthful days. Anyway, I kind of Shanda didn't think this was so great, but I just wanted to. This is what I think of when I see this group of people together. I don't know about you guys, but and it applies to Republicans too. Just check it out.
They're creepy and they're kooky, mysterious and spooky. They're all together ooky, the Democrat family. Their house should be a prison where people can't go see them. Please send them all to prison, the Democrat family. Beat. Cheat. Deplete. So get Pelosi shawl on, a broomstick with more crawls on. We're gonna pay a call on the Democrat family.
I could do that with Ted Cruz and
Yeah.
Tom
The
Cotton.
Republican family.
Yeah,
exactly.
and Kristen Sinema, she's kind of like a Republican.
Why don't we
in
just
waiting.
do the corporate family?
Yeah,
We'll
the
do both
corporate
parties.
family, and this is from our cousins over on the extreme right. They're making
they're
they're
pretty
making
extreme.
satirical videos. Yeah. Anyway, I thought it was pretty right on. Now we're getting to your clips on Kyle Kulinski. Oh no, this is mine, right?
Yeah,
This
these
is
are yours.
oh yeah, geez, it's kind of small. I can hardly see it. This is the metric for Crystal and Sagar's goodbye video pulled from the YouTube channel. 261,514 views on June 2nd, and that was what 24 hours after they premiered that video.
Yeah.
22,000 thumbs up and 362 thumbs down. Let's take a look at this video and see why it was so popular.
To say like, hey, don't go anywhere. Please don't go anywhere, audience. Don't go anywhere. Don't be mad. We're one of the top news shows on YouTube, and that's never going to change. Never going to change. It was Crystal and Sagar who made it the #1 show on YouTube. Now they're not there. What do you mean that's never going to change? By the way, in the promo, they put a lot of people in the video who definitely don't want to be in that video. They put Shoe on Head, for example. They put Matt Taibbi. They put a number of anti-establishment voices in the promo as if those people signed off on the fact that, yeah, Crystal and Sagar are leaving, but I want you to stick around and watch whatever the fuck else is going to, take the time slot at the Hill. Go talk to them. My guess is they wouldn't have that opinion. And by the way, they also threw in clowns like Madison Cawthorn in the video, which goes to show you that whoever's behind the scenes making the decisions now has no idea what the essence of the show Rising was. If you're putting Madison Cawthorn in the same video as Matt Taibbi and Shoe on Head as anti-establishment, you're not getting the gist of the show. You don't even understand the basics of the show. You don't get the framework of it. So listen, that's a sleazy, underhanded thing. Soon, right after they leave, you cut a promo for the new show, which is the same label.
And you're the one who did the sleazy interview with Vaush.
Yeah, right.
I mean, the hypocrisy here is, I agree with him. And I'm not going to stop watching Kyle from time to time. But it feels to me like, somebody's throwing stones living in a glass house here. But he does have a point. But at the same time, that Vaush, now again, the Vaush thing is, and I wish they hadn't done that. They don't need a platform.
But you know what? They're not the only ones who did that. He's been on quite a few leftist shows.
Yeah, so-called leftist. I want to point out to everybody, and this is the discussion I want to have with some of our sisters and brothers. I mean, I talked to Frank Analysis over there. Great guy. One of the nicest guys that we've met. We love Franco. We'd like to have this discussion about, people in social media and why you come down on them for however you do and things, because Crystal and Sagar's net worth is around $500,000, a house somewhere maybe. And Crystal, her net worth's close to $44 million. That being said, okay, so Crystal's rich, she's privileged. I don't think she's ever denied that. But when you have heavy hitters financially hitting back at heavy hitters that are financially healed, I kind of like that, because it gives me some sense of at least somebody in that club is hitting back on some of the points that mean a lot to all of us. What do you think of that statement, Chanda? Do you think?
Well, I'm keeping an eye on Crystal, but I agree with you that is a powerful tool. You look back at the FDR, and why he was so powerful is because he came from among that class. and he hit back at them. So I do think it's important to have those. And God knows the progressive need some fucking donors and some supporters with a little bit of clout behind them, because we don't have very many across the country,
Yeah.
And yeah, I agree.
Yeah, and admittedly, your point's well taken. The motivations for FDR, from what I understand, was the AFL-CIO told him, "You either do this or we're going to crater you." So he had pressure from labor back then that we don't have now.
We don't have now, absolutely.
We don't have now, and I don't glorify FDR as much. I wish his VP William Wallace would have made president. I think he would have been much better. But history would have, could have, should have.
Well, we're at a tipping point. If they don't save capitalism's gonna implode.
Yeah.
Regardless if you hate capitalism or you believe in it or not, if you understand the economics of it, it's not infinite. Somebody wins the monopoly game every time. It's the bank, right?
Yeah, it is. It's the bank and the robber barons and all that. But anyway, let's just keep an eye on all of them. But again, I'll state here publicly again. No TYT, no Minority Resort, no Nomiki Konst, no Emma Vigeland. I think they have sold out in such a way that I just can't even, mentioning their name is giving them credit. I shouldn't. Do I call for them?
They're the new CNN, MSN, that NBC. Yeah. That's what I tell everybody. That group that everybody kind of moved to, TYT, and they are the new MSNBC and the new CNN, because nobody's watching that shit anymore. The legacy media, people aren't watching. That's what they're watching. So they have. We never changed. They changed.
Yeah, watch what you want. I'm not advocating to censor those fools over there, but it's been kind of embarrassing watching what TYT's been doing. And of course, Sam Cedar, he's busy polishing his award. I
never watch any of that.
Yeah,
crap.
I run through it. But again, and Emma, I don't know what the hell's going on with her, but I'm sure they're nice. They like dogs and cats and stuff. But as far as progressive leftists, not even close.
Yeah, they act like they're experts and they're not. They don't have a fucking clue.
They don't. I mean, and here we have Fiorella Isabel in Peru reporting on their elections on the ground, doing real reporting, and Uyghurs out there knocking Syria for whatever he doesn't know about them, just running
from his backyard on his phone.
Yeah, probably. On his phone. So it's like, give me a break, dude. Give me a break. But watch what you want to watch. We have another Grimm report. Is this a PSA for that one?
Yeah, I'm not sure what he has to say this time.
Okay, let's check it out.
Oh, he's singing the corporate song.
I think Jimmy Dore and Steph would appreciate what you're doing with poor Ryan. They've been on a vendetta with this guy forever, and I used to follow him when he was at the Huffington Post, and I was much more naive than I am today. Still naive, but I try and do it. But no, this is just ridiculous. They're after the money. I think it's time for another performance by one of our favorite musicians, and that would be Pat the Batman fan. Hi, Pat. How you doing tonight, brother? Yeah, Pat. Oh, here we go. Nobody told me. Pat the Batman fan. Thank you, sir.
3, 4. Everybody's talking and no one says a word. Everybody's making love and no one really cares. There's Nazis in the bathroom just below the stairs. There's always something happening and nothing going on. There's always something cooking with nothing in the pot. They're starting back in China, so finish what you got. Like these, strange days indeed, strange days indeed. Everybody's running, no one makes a move. Everyone's a winner, nothing left to lose. There's a little yellow idol to the north of Kathmandu. Everybody's flying, no one leaves the ground. Everybody's crying, no one makes a sound. There's a place for us in movies, you just gotta lay around. Nobody told me there'd be days like these. Nobody told me there'd be days like these. Nobody told me there'd be days like these. Strange days indeed. Most peculiar, mama. Well, everybody's smoking, but no one's getting high. Everybody's flying, but never touch the sky. There's UFOs over New York, and I ain't too surprised. Nobody told me there'd be days like these. Nobody told me there'd be days like these. Nobody told me there'd be days like these. Strange days indeed. Most peculiar, mama. Whoa! Thank you, Oz. Thank you, Shanda. Thank you, everybody. I feel like I should have a top hat.
Yeah, Pat. Thank you.
awesome.
That was
Stay
great.
tuned, everybody.
We have so much fun. We've got so many talented people, and we want to light you guys up. Let's get some more talented people in here. I think this is just fantastic. I want to thank Steve Cutler and Pat the Batman Fan again for putting it out there for everybody to enjoy their artisan just talents all the time. So I have a secret. Can I tell them our secret, Shanda?
What's our secret?
Our secret. Shanda and I are going to start singing one of these days, and I think you guys are going to run away crying from me, but Shanda's got a voice that's just fantastic. So.
No idea.
Yes, you do. I can't wait. But we're
I sing constantly, but yeah.
we're gonna I used to be a shower singer until I got a curtain. There's no reverb with the curtain. I miss the doors. Yeah, so we're gonna give it a whirl one of these days and try it out. But maybe Steve and Pat could give us a hand making that happen. That would be fun. So anyway, yeah, let's. That was great. Shanda's been busy with Reface, as we can see.
I have. I can't believe it's already Riot season. I still have my COVID-19 decorations up.
Yay! Shanda.
Piss me off.
Oh, you're looking good there. I love that. You make a good Charlie Theron.
Yeah.
That was really nice. This report. Oh my gosh. Second coming, August 2021. I think, did I put that?
I don't even know what the hell that's all about. Trump thinks that he'll be reinstated by August of 2021 and his QAnon believers are following it.
That's that's the gob these days.
I want to know what they're smoking.
I don't know what they're smoking either. I don't know. Do they know how that works or
obviously they don't get it.
I don't know how you break a certified election. No matter what, I don't think you can break a certified election.
No matter. He's not in the succession anymore.
Oh my God. Way. Yeah, it's really, I mean, come on, Dumpy, give it a rest. Go have a burger.
Yeah.
Anyway, okay, we got Dr. AF here. You brought this, right?
AF, yeah.
All right. Dr. AF, what words of wisdom do you have us for today? Oh, no.
I bet you're all wondering why I called you here today. Hey, I called him here today. No, you called him here today. No, I didn't. You called him here. Yes, you did. No, you didn't. Would you two be quiet and tell us why we're here?
Let's go, guys. Michelle's at home cooking up some sausages for me.
Oh, damn it! Somebody took a poop in my pants! So, as you've probably heard, my emails have been released. Those were my emails! No, they were mine! No, they were yours! No, they were yours!
Dad, I swear I don't know whose laptop that was.
I believe you, son. I mean, you're a good boy. I had no idea what you were doing. Wink, wink. Why are we here, Fauci?
Oh, I love that one.
I'd like to know, too.
You all here because you're the best at what you do. No, I'm the best at what I do. No, I'm the best at what I do. Guys! Get on with it! Help us stay out of trouble. Yeah, I don't want to lose my job. I don't want to be out of the spotlight. I don't want to go to prison. I don't want to be out of the spotlight. Oh, relax. You'll be just fine.
Yeah, we're untouchable. We can do anything we want, and we won't get caught.
Hey, come on, man. Mashed potatoes can make the carpet on the ceiling vacuum the sheetrock.
You guys are gonna be fine. Trust me.
How do you know? Yeah, how do you know?
You just gotta live by one rule every day.
Oh, yeah? What's that? Yeah, what's that?
Deny everything.
Deny!
I haven't told the truth in, forever.
But what about my email?
You got a hammer?
Yep. You got bleach? Yeah.
You got a fireplace?
Yep. Hey, that third grader over there looks at least 25. Look at there. Legs crossed.
Jesus.
Oh, man. To make a long story short, you're never gonna be in trouble.
And, you'll never go to jail. Dude, you're untouchable, bro.
Really? Hey, he was talking to me. No, he was talking to you. No, he was talking to you. Guys, we're in politics. There's nothing to be afraid of. We can do anything we want. The news is on our side. I feel so much better now. I feel better, too. When you're a politician.
You get away with everything.
I just do what everyone tells me to do. It's time to tell everyone that masks are safe again. Masks just make everyone feel
Little
better.
flip-flops.
Masks work. No, they don't. Masks don't work. Yes, they do.
Jesus. Those guys
That one was really good. That one actually was really good.
yeah, those guys are brutal. They're brutal. Honestly, other than disagreeing with them on so many levels, I do agree with them on a lot of stuff.
Yeah, I do too. I do too.
And they
And so
Go
I
ahead.
actually got Fauci getting his emails.
Oh, you did. You got. Oh, I see that. Fauci getting his emails. Let's check this out. I gotta do that one more time. That's great. Huh? Huh? Is that Scooby-Doo, Fauci? Or
I just thought that was perfect.
That was perfect. That was perfect. That was perfect. Oh my God. Ah, jeez. You brought this. I didn't.
Here's a little song I wrote called Your Conspiracy Theorist Friend Was Right, and You Owe Them an Apology.
Oh boy. We're never going to hear that song. They're never going to admit it. Never, 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 never. We can keep poking fun at them though. You know, so.
Always.
It
looks like we have another United spot. They were killing it this week.
Oh, they were killing it. They were busy. They were throwing out a lot of stuff. So we have
they had, I mean, that comment that Biden just made about that third grader looks 29. I mean, they were on top of this.
Oh yeah, they were. I mean, but Biden's like low-hanging fruit as far as verbal disorientation. I want to point out here, I've been seeing this video is satire / parody. They're putting that more and more out there. Do you think that people think it isn't?
Maybe it's so that they don't get censored as much.
Yeah. Good luck with that.
Yeah, I don't know. So
let's see what this is Fauci and his wife, right?
Attention! The video you're about to watch is 100% fake news. So don't bother turning this into any fact checkers, because it's not true, okay? This video is 100% satire. Don't try this at home. Enjoy.
Welcome to the lab. Can I take your order? Yeah. I'd like to order a special gift for Donald Trump.
Aw, what a nice guy.
Yeah, a lot nicer than my husband. He doesn't even pay attention to me anymore.
Hey, sorry to hear about that. Is there anything I can do to help?
Yeah, tell him to stop hanging around on Jeffrey's Island. Okay, when will you need this by? Not till January 2020. And remember, it's a surprise, so don't tell nobody. Okay.
Aw, I love surprises.
I don't. My husband surprised me last week when I found out he was hanging around Jeffrey.
Well, I wish I was more popular, you know? I feel like 2020 is gonna be my year. You know, I've paid my dues, and now it's Fauci's turn.
I think I'm gonna divorce my husband in 2020.
Yeah, 2020, that's gonna be my year. When you think of Fauci, you're gonna think of winter.
How are you going to pay for this? Just put it on Donald Trump's account. It'll be our little secret. Okay.
That guy that does Obama, he does a good job.
Does a good job. Yeah, he does.
He does a really good job. I see you've been you've been playing with pasta.
I
here.
know. I never go after pasta and refaces, but he said something about being Tarzan this week, and I just had to do it.
Okay, so this is the image you have in your mind when you think of pasta as being Tarzan. Okay, Tarzan is Greystoke, or pasta is Greystoke here. Okay, here we go. Oh, I love that. Can we have an
Yeah.
encore, please?
Go
The
ahead.
dude wants an encore while he stares this White Russian. Here we go again. Pasta the Greystoke.
I like White Russian.
I hope he sees that. We'll have to
I
ram.
know, I hope-
We'll,
Yeah.
we'll ram it in his face this week. See what he thinks.
You notice I did it while he was traveling.
Yeah,
so.
yeah. Pasta's a good sport. He's great to work with, you guys. We get it. We get it behind the scenes. He's not full of shit.
No.
Not at all. He's
Yeah, they're all
on it.
real.
He's serious. He's far more serious than I could ever be because I'm losing my marbles.
I help you find them though.
Please do. This is gross, Shanda. This is from 10 p.m. to 6 a.m. in the morning, right?
Sorry, not sorry. What arguing on social media really looks like.
Oh my God, no kidding. No kidding. They used to make jokes about people
Reality.
sitting in front of their monitors at night doing battle on social media in their underwear and their dirty shirt. I think that
I think Hillary called them deplorables.
they're
right?
deplorables. Yeah, they're deplorables. But since we got the smartphone in 2007, it's gone up
They're
a
not
notch.
deplorable anymore.
Yeah, now they go and do it in the toilet. So it's just awful.
What can I say? I saw a Bernie 2024 sticker today, and oh my God, I couldn't help but lose my shit a little bit over it. Like, are you people fucking delusional? And the comments were insane. We're insane. Like, he would be 82 years old. Like,
And they're just screaming for joy, right?
yes, yes.
Oh God! I mean, come on, get a life. God, that's really good. Come on, first of all, I wouldn't support him now if you paid me lots of
Exactly.
money. No way, no way.
Yeah. Yeah, we didn't learn nothing the last two times around.
No.
Like, Bernie's not serious, and they'll never let him do it. Like,
Yeah,
the fuck.
yeah, and
He'll
those.
be 82. Not to mention, he'll be 82.
Yeah, and by the way, those of you who beat the shit out of Debbie Lysigin and Claudia Stuber, you might want to apologize to them because they were kind of right.
Debbie, yeah,
Yeah.
I know Debbie.
Debbie
I know.
Lysignan, I think it is, but I don't even know if she's on anymore. I haven't seen
She's
her.
not. She got out of it early on. I think Vegas broke her. Vegas was her final straw.
Yeah, probably did. I don't blame. She's better off. I mean, but Claudia Stuber's still out there doing.
Nobody
fine
asked
stuff.
any questions about Vegas. You know, that like, it happened and we moved on. Like,
Yeah,
we
it's
still
like-
don't have answers. Like, one guy did all that.
Yeah, one guy did all that. So, anyway, moving right along. Speaking of Brother Franco, we love Brother Franco, and we hope to have Franco join us here in the not too distant future. I brought this, and I think I cut it right. Let me take a look here before I run it. Brother Franco, yes, he's been burning the midnight oil this week, and let's hear what he's got to say.
you guys need to realize something. Okay, because a lot of you guys thankfully have graduated from worshiping politicians. Like at some point, you guys were very uncritical of Bernie Sanders or AOC, or not as critical about them as you are now. But a lot of you guys have transferred that energy that you have in being so fascinated by these politicians. You've transferred it over to some of these commentators or journalists, and you're not thinking critically enough of them. And if you're not doing that, somebody else is going to do it for you. And channels like mine are going to call that out, are going to call out these other politicians, these other commentators or journalists who aren't doing a good enough job, who aren't presenting enough solutions, who are only spending time talking about the problems. We know with TYT, they spend too much time talking about the culture war stuff and making people think that we can still reform the Democratic Party. And even people like Kyle, Crystal, and even Jimmy Dore. All right, some of you guys look up to these people so much that you're not thinking critically enough of them. And again, if I am going to criticize some of these people some of them I look up to. I'm gonna be honest, I don't really look up to Kyle or Crystal like anymore. I don't know if I ever did, but I certainly don't right now. I respect Jimmy Dore. I know a lot of you guys look up to Jimmy Dore. I have other colleagues here that I've collaborated in the past with who I don't think are doing a good enough job. I'm going to be honest, and I'm going to criticize them. And you guys are going to have to accept that and take that what you will, like take those criticisms with you and decide for yourself. Will you see those too while you watch their shows? Are you thinking critically enough as you're watching those shows? Because you can't just accept everything that they say.
One of the most honest guys in social media today, right there.
And he's absolutely 100% right. I have the same feelings when it comes to all of these commentators. I respect Jimmy for what he's done. He's trailblazed. He's been a leader for the independent media on our side for a long time. But yes, he holds himself back on a lot of things, and he's protected by the corporate algorithm. So he's not in the same fight that we're in. It's the way I see it. I feel the same way about Crystal and even Kyle. I mean, and a lot of times they'll self-censor. They'll walk the line just so that way, they can get the views and get the click.
I think one of the things before I go to the next clip, and it's going to have some of our other sister and brothers in there, and I think we have a couple in the chat tonight, is that he's not malicious or mean-spirited when he's saying these things. I mean, he's saying.
No, I take it to heart. He says, "Take my criticisms," and I will. Like, okay, did I cover that wrong, or did I not look enough in depth on that story?
Yeah, talk about somebody who's willing to talk to people after he makes public statements. This is the guy. I would have no problem ever talking to Frank. Because of how his approach. He's not a mean-spirited type of person, and I'm sure that's never going to change because I see his character, his cut. I think he's just a good guy, and I know one of our other brothers out there has gone astray in social media, and he's been talking about him a lot lately, and I'm not going to mention it because I don't have any bones with him, but I'm not going to follow you if you're going to preach corporate horseshit and support corporate hacks. That's your business. I'm not going to censor you. I'm not going to cancel you, but these are decisions you're going to have to make. And I don't want to get in the middle of the drama. I know Shanda doesn't either, but calling it like it is, we're going to platform it. When you call it like it is and we agree, that's where we're at. I think that's fair. Don't you, Shanda?
Absolutely.
Okay. And here's another clip. I think this was Frank's show. It wasn't Steve's and Glory's. It was not Slow News Days, but Brother Anthony's in here, and let's hear what they got to say right here.
First like.
I don't think this got the cut in it. Damn it. Shit.
I can't hear it.
I didn't get a cut. Damn.
Bad when I said this without a doubt is going.
I don't want to run this, guys. You mind? I'm sorry.
I love Slow News Day, but there's some of the commentators that I really enjoy. I can't bring clips of their stuff because what they have to say, I can't cut in 2 or 3 minutes, and I don't want to make you guys sit here and watch a 8-minute, 10-minute clip. And doesn't mean that I mean, these are my go-tos. Slow News Day, Tim Dillon. I mean, I love Tim Dillon, but his segments are too long for me to bring.
Yeah, and since I threw it up and I'm not going to cut it because the cut didn't get in there. They're discussing Jackson and his positions. He was doing an interview with a call-in show, and they weren't very thrilled with it, and I wasn't either.
Right, and we've worked with Jackson before. I think he's a nice enough guy.
Yeah,
and I think that he steps in it occasionally.
Yeah, we're not all going to agree on everything, are we? No, never. But there are some things that really you should be a little more thoughtful in your approach. When somebody asks you a direct question, try your best to give them a damn direct answer. Don't refer to a video, go back and look at what I said over and over again. I just think that's poor. I don't agree with that. If that's how you roll, that's on you. But anyway, yeah, Franco, Steve, Glory, Anthony, Allie goes on there a lot. We invest the energy to our sisters and brothers more so. I know we put Jimmy clips up, and I used to do Rising all the time, and I'm going to do the new what's Crystal and Sagar's new show?
Yeah, I'm going to get a bigger puke bag.
Yeah, get a bigger puke bag. I'm going to be bringing some stuff from them now and then. But who I really like to platform and profile are people like Franco and Slow News Day, and of course our sister and brothers over the Convo Couch. We really appreciate that. And you're all over the place as far as subs and everything else. It doesn't make any difference whether you're small or large. If you're speaking truth to power, damn it, you deserve to have the platform, and that's what we want to do. This one made me want to vomit.
I haven't seen this yet. What is this?
This is pretty boy Gavin Newsom. And they are running a lottery down in California to inspire people to get the jab, whether you want to get it or not, but it's $50,000. But this phony piece of shit, Gavin Newsom, makes me sick, but I'm going to play it for you.
Incentives to get a COVID-19 vaccine keep on rolling in, and today was the first drawing in California's Vax for a Win lottery drawing. 15 residents with the chance to win $50,000. Governor Newsom playing game show host for this lottery drawing. Winners will be notified by the California Department of Public Health, and their names will not be made public during the drawings, but we did learn the counties where these people live, and at least one winner is a local resident.
With that, let's turn this damn thing on, and let's get these 15
God,
names.
what a game show host.
We're gonna get the first
What a
15 and do the first 5 here in a second. There it drops. All right, number 39. Oh, San Luis Obispo.
What?
All right, let's see.
All right, so somebody in San Luis Obispo is $50,000 richer, and they will be reaching out to you. Today was just the first drawing. They're going to do this again next Friday. They're calling it $50,000 Day Fridays, and that'll be June 15th, same day that they'll be drawing again. They'll be doing 10 more winners as well, which will be the $1.5 million.
Yay for you if you're in
lottery.
California.
10 people winning that amount. So a lot of money on the line. So are you eligible? Here's what you need to know. All California residents 12 years and older are eligible to
12 years and older.
At least one dose of the
Can't buy a
vaccine.
scratch ticket.
You must live in the state,
12
obviously, and then
12 years and
you.
older.
Do not contact them. Incarcerated
What
persons
the
and those
actual?
living outside of California are not eligible. Eligibility is not determined by immigration status.
What if a
Good luck.
12-year-old wins it?
Voting, cigarettes, gambling.
Wow.
I'm speechless. And that doesn't happen.
Yeah, Jamie Deluxe put out a good video this week where he went around the country and he pulled all of the perks that you can get and put them into a compilation video. So like in Arkansas, they'll pay for your hunting license for a year. Multiple states have lotteries. You can get free donuts, free coffee, free marijuana. It's a crazy, it's mind-boggling the incentive programs that are out there right now. Like, it scares the shit out of me. If they're willing to do this much for you for free and push this hard, why? You know, our government never does that. But I think that YouTube might have taken that video down.
Probably. I mean, again, do what you're going to do. Put in your body whatever you want. But I just, that made me sick. I mean, I liken it to signing on bonus for the military. That's where I'm at. Did you give?
Oh, well, you know, Inslee's got one. We just got one for Washington State. It's $1 million.
One person gets $1 million?
I think so.
Wow, the odds are pretty good, you know, compared to Publishers Clearinghouse.
Yeah, much better odds.
Yeah, Elizabeth Warren. Jesus, Shandy, you're stealing my fire. This
snake. I love Pride, and no matter how you celebrate, for you or the people you loved, I'd like to celebrate with you. So shop our new Pride store and grab some limited edition hashtag Perish with Pride gear. Pride, ElizabethWarren.com, hashtag Wicked Proud.
Okay.
Dude, can we cancel her already? Come on.
Yeah,
Oh,
you're the
God,
one that wanted to go.
opportunist.
You're the one that wanted to go have a goddamn beer with her. What's wrong with you?
I did. I wanted to go with Bailey. I love her dog. I don't like her.
Oh, the dog. That's right. Well, I would make a deal with that. We did have a graphic of Gavin Newsom for and Nancy and who's that? Is that Harris up in the corner? And who's that sitting in the chair? Is that Joe? Is that Uncle Joe? Is that Sniffy Joe? Wow. Now, I don't know who the other person is up there with the green hair, but it looks good. Is that Brock maybe? I don't know.
I think the green hair is the
Yeah,
site. I don't know.
I don't know who the hell that is. Fiorella Isabella in Peru, reporting on the Peruvian elections. We've talked about that earlier. She's actually a real journalist, a real reporter, and I don't know why it's so damn fuzzy. What the hell? Oh, I know why. I have got this situation fixed now. I want to do some magic if I can. Let me see. Magic. Okay, watch this. It's going to get really clean here. Did that work better?
It did work better.
Yeah, so I'm going to even get it working better, but that's even cleaner. In Peru, breaking down the election between Pedro Castillo and Peru Libre. Kiko Fujimori, she is Japanese of descent, and of hashtag Fureza Populaire. Fiorella points out here that no photo ID is required. Only vote on Sunday. No vote by mail. Elections are not open to public. One national media station. Some observers allowed. When counting, members from both parties must do it, but not the public. And they use electronic machines in Lima, which you know how that's going to end. It's always bad when you get ES&S and Diebold involved. So this is
no, not at all.
This is a real crucial election for a number of reasons. I just hope that the gentleman that's running, I hope he gets elected, because Keiko Fujimori is a shill for corporations. She's planning on she's going to implement police policy, right? She's going to put
all kinds of crap. Yeah, she's a terrible deal-lib puppet sent by School of the Americas, right?
Yeah, and she's bribing. She's a history of bribing and just total corruption. And they've been smearing Pedro and it's just Pedro Castillo. It's just been horrible. Let me move that slide up because I do have.
I knew there was. I was looking for it. I was like, "Where'd that go?"
Yeah, there it is. There it is. And Shanda's guarding it in her Galaxy of the Guardians outfit. Yeah, let's hear from Fee what she's got to say here.
Hey everybody, welcome back to the Convo Couch. I am here in Lima, Peru, with the contentious election between Keiko Fujimori and Pedro Castillo. He is currently part of the party Peru Libre. Keiko Fujimori is part of the party Fuerza Popular. And yesterday was the last day that both of the candidates could actually campaign. And after that, they're not allowed to campaign anymore. Again, this has been a very contentious race because of the history of Keiko Fujimori's father, Alberto Fujimori, who was the dictator of Peru for years, following, of course, the ousting of the Shining Path. There's a lot going on that I discovered today regarding Keiko Fujimori, regarding accusations that she has pending. In regards to Pedro Castillo, there was an attack, according to CNN in Espanol. It was pushed on him related to the Shining Path and that faction. However, people have come out saying that they feel like the attack was fabricated in order to push conspiracies against Pedro Castillo because of the threat of his winning. He is currently in the lead. The lead is still within the margin of error. A lot of people feel very divided. A lot of people feel how Americans felt when it was between Trump and Biden or Trump and Clinton. People feel like they don't want to vote for Keiko Fujimori, but they're afraid of the specter of communism that has been placed on Pedro Castillo, who, by people who I've spoken to who are locals, they have told me he's actually not a communist, but he's more the left. All voters must vote on Sunday. They can't vote before. They're all going to vote on Sunday, and they all have to present the DNI, which is Documento Nacional de Identificación, and it actually means it's an ID, like the equivalent of a photo ID. So it's very interesting to see how other countries do their elections and compared to the United States, because in the United States, presenting a DNI would be considered racially motivated or be considered an obstruction of the election. So it's kind of interesting to me that that's how Peruvians do it. And if you don't vote, of course, you get fined. So it's part of the whole thing. Like I said, I look at elections in a way where other people don't look at elections. I'm looking at the chain of custody. The elections are actually counted privately, meaning that neither the press nor anybody but the people from each party are allowed to look into the election. So it's very interesting, and I just wanted to give you guys an update.
And that's coming from an actual journalist.
She does such amazing work. I was watching some of her live feed today. Her Spanish is so fluent and beautiful, and she just blows all these wannabes away like Jink Uger and Jordan Charlton. I mean, I'll say it.
Yeah,
I'll say it. She's a real journalist.
She is an excellent citizens journalist. She's a pro, whether she thinks she is or not. In my opinion, we need thousands of fees and pastas and Johnnies out there.
She speaks Peruvian. Yeah, I'm impressed. It is impressive when she just, it's so impressive.
She's yeah, absolutely. And I am biased. I love our sister and brothers over at the Combo Couch. And I'm proud of being biased because they deserve it. Ryan Knight, I have been bringing a lot of Ryan lately. I've been busy. So I haven't, but let me clean that up a little bit. See if this is better here. Yeah, that's a little cleaner. Ryan Knight, we've been words of wisdom from Ryan the Knight. We've been way too fucking nice to corporate Democrats who've done nothing for the last 40 years. Does that sound like somebody you know, Shanda? Except hand over more power to Republican corporations and billionaires. Their refusal to fight for progressive policies and constant capitulation to the GOP is the biggest problem we face. I agree with that, absolutely. I get a little bit twisted because they're focusing on Republicans so much, but it's true. It's like they're playing hot potato. And I want you to notice the graphic there. I picked that up from somebody. I didn't credit them with it. I should have. But that's frauds, the new friends. So anyway,
frauds.
Yeah, and you want to argue with me? What campaign promise truly have any of those people kept?
What campaign promises did they even fucking give you in the first place?
Yeah, well, Hillary gave us nothing, and like it. And Barack up there, I still got that Barack Obama knife holder in my back. He gave the country to Wall Street and Citibank or Capital or whatever, So yeah, not a good thing. Thank you.
Jilly, did you watch that Post America? You watched that Post America thing last night. Did you see the part where Bernie Sanders in 2006 is introducing Barack Obama and Barack is endorsing Bernie? And it's just like, It's stomach turning. It's stomach turning to watch that 10 years before Bernie was fighting against these guys, he was hand in hand with them.
Well, yeah, Bernie pissed off Barack because he made Barack, I think, lose the TPP thing. I think Bernie was instrumental
Right.
in that.
Bernie did kill TPP because
Yeah.
he got us riled up about it and we stopped it.
Well, yeah, and it was just NAFTA on super steroids. They made a super
bad.
soldier out of TPP
So bad.
from NAFTA.
Hillary, I don't know if I'm going to support it. Oh, bullshit. I followed my representative around for 6 fucking months and he's like, oh, I need to read it. I need to read it. Well, the sucker was like freaking thousands of pages long. He was never going to fucking read it.
No, he wasn't. That's all lip service.
But he didn't have the balls to say he was going to support it. Derek Kilmer.
Yeah, Derek Kilmer. Derek Kilmer. Terrible. Don't get any of these local politicians on you.
Yeah, never.
Never. Ah, we got another blurry one. I'm gonna fix that this week. Here we go. I just wanted to bring this to point out a couple of things. Now, Naomi Wolf got her Twitter account suspended. I think it was yesterday. Was it, Shanda, or do you know?
I don't know.
Yeah, Naomi Wolf. I don't know if you followed her. She was, supportive of Democratic policy for a long time. She's written some books, and I think she's been pretty right on. But she's been pushing the anti-jab points of view, and I just wanted to show here, and I'm not going to give my opinion on what she's saying, but the first headline is Twitter suspends progressive feminist author Naomi Wolf after a slew of tweets opposing jab vax. And then down here, this is from another one. Author and anti-jabber Naomi Wolf just got banned from Twitter, and here's some of her wildest tweets. Okay, and then you go over to the Business Insider. Who's afraid of Naomi Wolf? Who's afraid of Naomi? The best-selling author and one-time Democratic Party insider has aligned herself with figures from the political far right at rallies. So you can see whichever media organization is out there, how bad they want it. Now, the top one, can you guess who this top one, the Twitter suspends, is from? That's from RT. Okay, and of course, Business Insider, corporate shit. So they're flinging the far right poo at her there. And then this is an indie, I don't care for them, Indie 100. They're very biased and corporate too. And she used platform to spread myths about the jab and vax and so on and so forth. But those, it just shows you censorship. This is what you need to do. Don't let them censor anybody unless they're breaking the law.
Exactly.
We have given Silicon Valley carte blanche to censor anybody they damn well want. And you talk about a slippery slope. Are you effing kidding me? You don't want to do that because Silicon Valley is in hands with Shanda, the military-industrial complex.
Yep.
With big pharma, with fossil fuel. We cannot let them do that to us. So, once again, not a good plan. Let me go to the next one. This one is, I love this meme of Shanda. This face off. This is Rob Schneider. And there I go and did it again. Let me get that up there and see if I can clean it up so we can see it. Rob Schneider, and he did this in Spanish, and I'm liking Rob Schneider more and more. He put this up in Spanish on his site. Politics are the roads you drive on, the food you eat, the water you drink, what they teach their children in school. If you blindly let others rule, you will be a sheep for the slaughter. That's the direct translation of what he said in Spanish. And do you kind of agree with that?
Yeah, and I have been noticing more of his tweets are becoming a little bit more progressively left, and yeah, I'm kind of watching what he's been saying.
Yeah, here's another privileged, rich, successful, I guess how you measure it, Hollywood elite guy, and I believe that he's on the right track as far as talking.
I've heard no crap about him in the Hollywood scene, so that's a good thing.
Yeah, that is a good thing, and Again, I appreciate that rephrase. I won't get over that ever. Now, you brought a Lee Camp. Is this you or did I bring this? You brought this.
I brought this. Lee dropped a devastating report about pollution is shrinking your penis if you have one.
Oh, great. After dark.
I've tried everything to get people to care about the raging level of pollution and environmental destruction going on. I've covered how just 100 companies are responsible for 71% of all global warming emissions. I've reported on the fact that the U.S. military is a bigger polluter than 100 countries combined. And I've covered the fact that we're all breathing plastics in every day, so much so that we each consume a credit card of plastic every year.
Yeah.
Which is not really a surprise because I feel like credit card companies have been looking for a way to actually insert credit cards internally.
I
for
agree.
A long time.
I agree.
You know, despite the ad campaign in the 80s, few people signed up for the American Express state-of-the-art anal credit campaign. I mean, it was kind of nice, though. You could purchase a VCR by just bending over at the cash register. You know, Mount Rushmore has been showing us the way for generations. Really has. Oh, that reminds me. I left mine in its holder. Sorry about that. Point being, I have done everything to try to get people to get angry about environmental destruction and pollution, to get furious and fight back against it. Well, I think I've finally found the story that'll make the difference. Dr. Shauna Swan, a professor of environmental medicine and public health at NYC's Mount Sinai Hospital, is claiming that pollution is causing penises to be smaller. Oh, thank God. I am so tired of hauling this thing around all day. I mean, it's about time we got some more travel-sized
I don't think
versions.
so.
Something that's easy to fit in the seat back pocket on airplanes. I mean, I'm tripping waiters at restaurants. More importantly, maybe this story will finally get men to care about the environmental harm humans are causing with our unfettered, ravenous disaster capitalism. I mean, so far, most men don't care. But if you tell a guy, hey, dude, pollution is shrinking your dick, then he'll be on the front of the protest lines. What do we want? No more pollution. When do we want it? Hurry! I don't have inches to spare here.
I thought that was a funny report. Yeah, everybody in the chat's going up. I like your idea, Jim, about a Beauty and the Boomer after dark magnet so you can hang it on your faxed arm.
Yeah. Yeah, that is a good one. And you know, Lee's kind of hit and miss with me. I was really a Jon Stewart fan. But Lee does it for me. He's getting out there. He's speaking truth to power.
I've met Lee many times. He's a truly nice guy. He really is.
Oh, so he's not a jerk.
No, not at all.
That's why we love you, Shanda. You have been around so much. I really appreciate that.
Thanks. Yeah, I get around.
Yeah, I know. I meant that in all the best ways, damn it. All right. It's that time for Stoner Corner.
You actually helped me out with this.
Yes, I did. I helped you out with Stoner Corner. So.
Okay, so when you want to be, what do you want to be when you grow up? Grow weed. We need to clear that one up. You need to teach me how to use that.
Yeah,
I run twice a day. I run out of weed, and then I run to get more weed.
That sounds like you.
Yeah, cats. Maybe cats can smell weed just as well as dogs. They're just not fucking narcs. And when you open a fresh bag of Kush, oh yeah.
Yeah, is that SpongeBob? And is that Gary?
Gary, yeah,
I think it's
Gary.
Gary
He's
and
got the
SpongeBob.
Kush.
SpongeBob. I miss SpongeBob. Anyway, that's our Stoner Corner. Thank you, Shanda.
Oh, that's Patrick. Gary's a snail.
Gary's the snail. Oh, Patrick, I'm sorry. I should know that. I used to watch that all the time with my daughter when she was a little girl. So, yeah.
Right.
Shame on me. What do you got here? We've got... you have...
some disgusting bullshit.
Let me get it. There we go. Okay, I think we can read that.
Okay, so happening now, young members of the Sunrise Movement blockade the entrance of the White House, calling for Biden to fully fund the Civil Conservation Corp, stop calculating or capitulating to the GOP. Yeah, right. You guys should have known that before you endorsed him, is all I got to say.
They have been kissing the Biden administration's ass for
Ass
months.
for a year now.
For a year now. Such a disappointment. And
Yeah.
I got to tell you, for those who are with the Sunrise Movement, I joined you. I donated you. I bought a shirt. I support you. I still support you, but you've treated me like shit. Thank you very
Right.
little.
Exactly.
Thank you very little. You've treated a lot of us like shit. And it's not an ageist thing, I hope. But if it is, whatever, you still treated me like shit. Not a good way to roll.
We told them over and over and over what would be the end result of supporting Biden and his bullshit policies. It wasn't going to get you where we need to be.
Well, they've obviously got a think tank talking to them. And
yeah.
I'd like to talk to Varshini Prakash. Is she still in charge of those kids?
I have no idea.
I'd like to have her for about 1 hour, just a straight on discussion about this shit. Of course, she probably already knows, but what they did, Shanda, they hired a think tank and told them, you need to utilize this. We're paying for it. So listen to what they say. And I'll bet you $1 to a donut. That's what they did. Now it's that time. It's that time again. It's dance-off time. Dance-off time. Now, should we give an after dark warning on this? This is
this is an after dark warning. I'm gonna have to start putting after dark on the ones that are racy.
Yeah, right? It's a little racy. We're not suggesting anything. You're up by 2, right?
Yeah, but I think you're gonna take it this week.
You think so? God, I hope I take it. I really do. It's gonna be kind of crazy if I take it with this guy. I do like my
Oz is my favorite.
Now, who gets to go first this week? Since you won last week, I get to go first or last?
You get to go first.
Okay. This is Oz.
You and me make the whole world jealous. God knows I know my home girl's precious. Life's crazy and no less. Chill the fuck out. I got this.
Thank you, Shanda. Thank you very much.
You get those Benjamins a flying, don't you?
God. Oh, okay.
They're only dollar bills and not hundreds.
Yeah, they're not hundreds. All right, back at you, Shanda.
Okay.
All right, Shanda Oz. I'm going to do the replay. I'm going to do Shanda now, and then we'll go back to Oz, and everybody can throw it out there. Who's going to win tonight? I think you beat me on outfits by
Girl
far.
with the lion eyes.
Yeah, no, that's really nice. Okay, let's look at this skinny dude again.
Kick your ass. And took your pants.
That hurts. That hurts. All right, everybody, throw your votes out there. Who's it going to be? Shanda or Oz? Now, remember, Shanda's up on Oz by 2. Come on.
Yeah, I know. Oz is funny.
Oh, VSA Adams, Shanda. Shanda takes the lead out of the gate. Shanda. Let me go over.
Wow, everybody's saying Shanda on the rock.
Shanda, yeah. Oh, my God. Shanda for sure. And you were so sure I was going to win it tonight. I concede. Oh, Holly, Horny Unicorn. Thank you, Horny Unicorn. That's nice. I'm going to concede tonight. So you are 3 up on me. So it's okay, gamer. I got a good one coming for me next week. We'll see. We'll see if I can make a comeback.
Yeah, you'll have to make a comeback.
Yeah, I will. I will have to make a comeback. I have no problem losing to Shanda anytime, doing anything. She's a wonderful partner. She's just fantastic. So that's great. Dance on. It's Hollywood time, and Hollywood this week. You want to talk about it a little bit?
Hollywood. You brought a Rose McGowan, didn't you?
That's what I did, and I brought this Hollywood. Usually Shanda brings them, but this I beat you to bringing it because you were going to bring it. Yeah, okay, so we both agreed. Now, this is a little bit longer clip, but I got to say, Rose McGowan, she calls it the way it the hell is and does a wonderful job. So here we go. Rose McGowan on shocking takedown of Hollywood. And I think this is Sagar and Crystal.
this because I watched a great interview of you the other day, and I like the way that you phrase this. Is there, in Hollywood, was there the one pig monster, or is it like he's not even the worst and there are people just as bad as the pig monster?
Well, he was definitely the worst. He, unless you count a director who has famously and repeatedly been accused of child molestation, who I know ran basically the biggest pedophile ring in Hollywood.
Wow. Jesus.
So I would say there's the male on male side of it that's not explored. And every studio, they would just move that director around, very famous director. Hello, man. And, many allegations. And then the studio would each set about destroying whoever the victim was coming forward. There, if you look back at Bryan Singer's history, he did a movie called At Pupil in the 90s, and there was a lawsuit where alleging, and I believe there's a big settlement involved in this, and of course the parents all had to sign NDAs. There was like a big shower scene with 11-year-old boys, and there was all footage taken that was played on the home circuits in Hollywood.
Jesus Christ.
And it's well known, everybody knew. I knew, and I'm not. Yeah, that wasn't my world. That wasn't a party I was being invited to, But the one who was thanked more than God at the Oscars was Harvey Weinstein.
Yeah.
And so he was the pinnacle of it there. Previous generations, I'm sure it was another. Like, it's not an aberration. It is not. And everyone's like, well, the women would have slept with him for parts. Yeah, maybe, but that's not what they like, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
That's not what they want. They feed off humans.
Yeah.
And they eat very special people, and then they set about to destroy them. And so Hollywood, it is a morass. And for me, there was the pig monster, call it what it is. But yeah, there were, and like in most people that have been victimized and then have to become survivors of that victimization, there's the one big one that stands out. But there's a lot of other. I mean, the amount, like there is I will allege this here. There was a CAA, Creative Artists Agency agent that I met with, or he was a former one. He had just left there and was starting his own organization. I was 40, maybe 41. And I was at the Beverly Hills Hotel, and I was like pretty much only doing voiceovers at this point. My career had been just so destroyed. And he had a meeting with me at the Beverly Hills Hotel in kind of the most private area that you could get. And it was 7 p.m., and he was showing me pictures of his wife and newborn kid, talking about my future if I wanted to work with him, but kind of being vague about it at the same time. I stood up to leave. He grabs the back of my head, jams his tongue down my throat. Says, I've always wanted to do that for years and years. And I thought, I am 40. Still?
Wow.
Still.
What disturbs me so much, Rose, is I had no idea how systemic the abuse was. I thought, well, there's, of course, it's Hollywood, there's got to be some abuse, but the thing that was astonishing to me is that, like, the person has an agent or a manager who sets up the meetings, and then you have the hairstylist who looks the other way, and then you have this person who's aiding in this way. And that really shook me to my core, because it's like, yeah, everybody's sort of aiding and abetting the worst possible crimes,
It's not sort of, it is actually fact. I was there. I mean, for me, the management company that I was with, I turned to after like the day that Weinstein assaulted me. The management company, the head of this very powerful management company at the time, he said, God damn it, I just had an LA Times expose about him killed. He owes it to me not to do this.
Whoa.
And then a woman reached out to my former assistant a couple years ago and said, I was the one they hired to pretend I worked as a criminal attorney who had an inside track with LAPD and whether your case was fileable or not. But I am an actor, and they hired me to sit down with you and straight to your face.
Wow. Yeah, and that's, you just got to listen to these stories. They're out there. The truth is out there. And I commend, this is where Jamie Deluxe really brought me my awakening, for the last 4 or 5 years with him, because he goes in and he finds these interviews and finds the indictments against these fucking monsters, as she calls them, pig monsters. They're all over Hollywood. I mean, yeah, it's so disgusting.
Well, I just want to point something out. You heard Crystal and Sagar in the background oohing and in disgust and exhaling. And these are the two that interviewed in Platform Vosh last week.
Exactly. Do some research on who you're platforming. Fuck.
Yeah, I mean, everybody's going to fuck up. I fucked up. Everybody fucks up.
But he did that a couple of months ago, so there was plenty of info out there. No, they're not doing their due diligence.
No, it's frustrating to me because this Vosh character has been around a long time. He's got a huge following and everything else, but it's like it's the impression I get, and I haven't watched a lot, but I have watched clips. This person, this whatever, is one way when he's talking to somebody. He's one way when he's talking to this other person, and he's another way when he's somebody else. So he's a hypocrite across the board. And if you don't see that and you still find the interest there, then you might want to take a look at yourself in the mirror. I do want to say that Hollywood, this report reminded me, back in the day, I was dating this gal. She was still married. They weren't living together or anything else. But she was having a hell of a time getting a divorce. So, I said, hey, you can get a lawyer, do whatever. And so she went and got a divorce. The lawyer had a partner who was his brother. And they were some big shot divorce lawyers. I won't say where it was. Come to find out, those lawyers were blackmailing their clients, their women clients, into sex to pay off their bills. With them, and if they didn't do it, they would charge them bills that they would never recover from. Does that sound familiar, Shanda?
It does sound familiar. I mean, it's been leveraged over women forever. It still is. I mean, I don't know why people are so shocked about it.
Yeah, I know. This is just Hollywood, the so-called lawyers and the Lawyers Guild. I'm not calling everybody bad and pedophile or anything else, but it seems to be rampant in these big clubs where there's big money and powerful positions, more so than anywhere.
Watch Eyes Wide Shut if you want to see the truth.
Yeah, I know, it's crazy. Eyes Wide Shut. I had a hard time getting through that.
It's hard to get through.
Yeah, it pissed me off. And yeah, CAA Gamer is heavy neolib. By the way, Steve Cutler, no problem. You can vote for our sister Shanda anytime, but I appreciate you reaching out. Thank you. Thank you, brother Steve. Shanda does a great job. Anyway, I enjoyed that report. It was a little long. I hope you liked it. Now we do have an after dark clip coming here. And Shanda, where did you get this from?
I lifted this off Jamie Deluxe. He put this up earlier today. I thought it was hilarious. I was dying laughing when I saw it. So
Ghislaine Maxwell with she has a lip ring there. That's terrible. That's awful. That's disgusting. That's gonna get us punked somewhere at some point.
Oh, whatever.
Okay, let's get into fashion real quick. Fashion, and who did the fashion report this week? Oz did the fashion report. So I tried to do a good fashion report to match Shanda. I think I nailed it, don't you?
I love the perfume bottle. I want to go as that for Halloween.
Yeah, I love the perfume. It's a little short though. I think that
it is a little short.
It should be a little longer. Shows too much leg. I'm not a big spiders and snakes guy, so I really don't. But I do. I think the winner for me is the the measuring tape girl there. That's really good. I think that's very creative. It's just I don't know if this S&M mask really gets it done for me. Or is that Nacho Libre wrestling down there?
No, it's creepy. It looks like something that would come out of a Ryan Murphy freaking show, like American Horror or something.
Yeah, American Horror Show. Yeah, that's what it was. I kept thinking Nacho Libre when I was looking at that, but I really do like the measuring tape. So that's our fashion report for this week. I hope you guys like it. But yeah, it's pretty
These stacked up. Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Pretty scary, pretty scary. Okay, we're getting to the end of the show. It's been a great show so far. We're coming up on the top of the hour. Man, we are consistent with 2 hours and a little bit more, so that's a lot of fun. So it is movie time. Shanda has bringing a movie for us. And
Now look at this.
I like that. I wish I could move my neck like that, but I'm getting so damn old.
My ringtone in like 2008.
I know, it creaks. I used to use the submarine alarm for my ringtone, and when I was dating at the time, my girlfriends didn't like it at all. I don't know why. What's the movie about, Shanda? It looks creepy already.
I don't know. Something apocalyptic.
It's apocalyptic. Of course. You've been bringing happy movies for the last couple of weeks. This one's...
I know, but I had to go back to my true self, and here we are.
This is your true... Where's Pasta? He's going to say, Shanda, you're bringing creepy shit again, man. This isn't very long, but I haven't seen it, so I'm really eager. Let me flip the switch here. Pretty creepy. Wow. Wow.
I have it. Amber's future.
I know. I was just going to say, do not remove that from the deck because I feel a bumper for Brave New Future coming on.
Yeah, I know. That's awesome.
That would be perfect for Amber for a bumper. I mean, she'd love that. Speaking of Brave New Future, if you did not catch it last night, you're missing out. That Brave New Future last night with Amber King, she killed it. It will freak you out.
Yeah.
So Brave New Future, catch it over on the Rockfin. We didn't put it on the tubes because we would have gotten copyrighted, or we would have got our head chopped off with that one. So Rockfin, Brave New Future. Last night, Amber did a fantastic job, and I never felt more depressed than I did last night. It was great.
I know, right?
Yeah, it kills me every time. I want to before we head out, I want to shout out our Super Rays. Super Rays. We have Super Rays over on the Rockfin. We so appreciate the Super Rays, and it's been a while. Anna, I hope you're still here. Reminder, the odds are ever in your favor. Question mark, question mark, question mark, question mark. No, they're never in my favor. They're never in our favor. And it's a very generous Super Ray once again. And Shadowban Refugee, love you all. Figure if I give the fam more of my money, that's less the state can steal to give to Nazis in the Levant. Remember, save the dongcopters, save the world. Question mark, question mark, question mark. Lots of question marks. I love it. Thank you, Shadow Band, and you are generous with your Super Rays as well. It's such a pleasure, and we got another one. The only good thing in an oncoming apocalypse is those rich, powerful, sexual predators get the bullet. You know what? I don't have sympathy for much anybody except the truly innocent, and that includes our four-legged friends and multi-legged friends and everything else. So thanks.
So do you see that we have a brother Pasta tuning in from Chattanooga? Is that where he's at? Is that what it says?
Where? I don't see.
Yeah, it just popped up. It just popped up
on the fin. On the fin.
Yeah, he's over on the rock fin. Of course, he's on the rock fin.
Oh, brother Pasta. Oh, are you being safe, brother Pasta? Are you?
Yes, please be safe.
Yeah, my tube. Yeah, we worry about brother Pasta. Brother Pasta. Hey, Roar Media. Let me see if I can get it to stop jumping. My tube punctured going down the Chattanooga. Love you guys. Yeah, we love you too. And brother Pasta, if you get a chance, go back. We have Greystoke Pasta in the middle of the show. You never look better, brother. You never look better.
Yeah, I had a little fun with the reface.
Yeah,
no
Shanda killed it with a reface again this week. She did a great job, and we highlighted Fiorella in Peru. We want to hear some stuff from you, brother Pasta. We're looking forward to you getting home so we can work together again. We want to talk about, speaking of brother Pasta, we have Helen back. That was a great show this week. You want to talk about it for a second?
It's a fun show because we got to cover history. So To Hell and Back is our in-depth look at addiction and recovery with brother Pasta Jardula. And every week we're going to kind of change it up and cover a different avenue of the war on drugs and the effects across our country from legal drugs to illegal drugs. You know, there's so many different, they kind of come together, and we really are pointing that out. So this week we covered the opium wars and how it really reflects on a lot of our foreign policy now. So you can go over to Combo Couch's Rockfit and watch it. I think it's up. And then is it up?
It's going to be.
I don't know where it's up on.
Yeah, it's going to be up on. It's going to be up on our tubes tomorrow midday after 12. So you'll be able to watch it on the Roar Media Live YouTube, and we'll put it up on the Rockfin too. But please go over to Convo Couch and check it out.
Ram, I see you. Thank you so much for the donation.
Check it out.
Always so good. Yes, thank you.
Aram, always good. It's always thank you so much, Aram. That's great. We had a great show tonight. We want to highlight some of our sisters and brothers and talk about our merch store real quick before we go out of there. And we have Lucky Burrito.
Oh, Lucky Burrito. I love these little clutch purses, mask holders. I'm going to put jewelry in them, but thank you so much. I have Miss Amber King's, and I'm going to make sure that she gets hers. And I love my fam cup from the Combo Couch and my combo shirt. I've got a white and a black now.
Yeah, I got a fuck censorship, and I've got that other mug that says Combo Couch on it. So we are styling with all the creative and thoughtful people in our group. Lucky, my wife really liked the second one from the top, the orange one with the kind of the Asian. So we have that one. Thank you so much. And she grabbed that necklace right out of the deal right there. She loved it. So creative. So nice, Lucky. It was just fantastic. Yeah, thank you, Anna Maris. She high-fived Brave New Future from yesterday. It was amazing. Amber King is a very sharp lady, and she really lays it down. So again, Brave New Future, Convo Couch, Franco Analysis, Slow News Day, our sisters and brothers everywhere. I wanted to put this up because I got reminded of this before I forget. Bill Hicks. The problem isn't the lack of food or money, food, water, or land. The problem is that you've given control of these things to a group of greedy sycophants who care more about maintaining their own power than helping mankind. I couldn't agree more, and we need to think about that more and more all the time. And that's how I look at our sisters and brothers in social media. We don't care about power. We care about the planet and people and everything, that. So we really do appreciate that. We're going to drop in the merch store. Shanda is having fun with our merch store, and I heard you have a request for a magnet now with our little...
Yeah, I'll find a magnet and get it up there. But I'm doing different designs. This week, I'm going to roll out the 10-4 dinosaur design and the Okie Dokie Boomer design.
Yeah, and it's, of course, it's a corporate business. Until we can find locals or whatever, we do our best to do. But this is pretty good. Teespring, I really, Shanda has done such good work with our avatars. Really appreciate it. Let me see if I can get a better picture up there. And I'm going to get a hold of M&M Mars, and I'm going to see if they will put our avatars on some M&Ms. That might be fun.
Food. Yeah, I definitely need that.
Yeah, some M&Ms. So you chocoholics out there, even though it's not really chocolate, it's kind of chocolate. We're going to see about doing that. It'd be a conversation piece. We're going to be expanding, and you want to talk a little bit about what we're trying to do as far as Beauty and the Boomer, branding it, Shanda?
Yeah, not that we love Roar, we are Roar, but Beauty and the Boomer is kind of falling into its own niche. And so we're going to kind of bust it out on its own, not to say that Roar is what Roar is, and Beauty and the Boomer is separate from it. And that's,
Yeah, that's Shanda and I. If you want to give us a hand with that, keeping things afloat and getting our our electricity and our internet going, maybe helping us out with the sandwich now and then.
Patreon, yeah.
Yeah, Linktree would be great. Patreon, a couple of bucks in there would help us out. And I hate even saying it, but it's true. It's just the facts, because we have been teching up. Shanda has some new tech in there. She's going to be able to do more stuff. So whatever you can to help us out. I know you guys have been helping out Convo, and we appreciate that too. That's great.
Your help, please get to the Convo right now.
Get real journalists out in the field doing real work instead of these faux wannabes. So again, that being said, now I have a special. I dedicated the Outgo song to my sister Shanda here tonight, and she said, "Oh, it's kind of slow, but you know what? I believe that we've been through hell lately with internet and sound and audio and getting things to work and doing shows. Shanda has been busting her ass. And Shanda, you are an inspiration to me. And I found this song because together, I think me and Shanda, you and Al, me and Joey, Al is Shanda's partner, Joey is my partner. We are going to make this happen. And I love every minute of it. So thank you, Shanda, for everything you do. You are a real great person, wonderful to work with. So I'm going to dedicate this song to you. Last words for you tonight, Shanda.
Oh, well, thank you. And yes, thank you to your partner, Joey, and my partner, Al, because they have been so supportive of us doing this for the last year. It takes a lot of time, energy away from them, and yeah, thank you for everything you do. I mean, you pretty much wrote the deck for me tonight because I've been so busy the last few days. So thank you and you and your tech and your engineering. I don't even know how you keep your shit together some days.
I'm cray-cray.
I know.
I'm just cray-cray. But there's more to come, and we'll talk about it in future shows. But we just wanted to tease you a little bit tonight about the television gig, community television. It's like public television, and that's fine as long as we get the word out there, and we'll be shouting you out in the waves. Anyway, nothing's going to stop us now. This is going to my wonderful partner, Shanda, and her partner, Al. Thank you so much again. Have a great night, everybody, and we appreciate all your support. Talk to you next week on Beauty and the Boomer from Thurston County, Olympia, Washington. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Whoa, whoa.